Coming up on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime.
We know it's not the end of the world if you lose this game, but if the winner of this game does come out, and they'll kind of be a leg up on the rest of the district, we think, and be in a driver's seat for a home playoff game, which is what we're striving to get.
I guess you're up and down a little bit, but in all games played, somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. You practice, you play.
A rematch of last season's Class 2A Region 4 final in our game of the week as the Shelby Valley Wildcats travel north on US 23 to Floyd County to battle the Prestonsburg Blackcats. Two of Kentucky's all-time winningest coaches get together in Whitesburg as Tom Larkey and Perry Central visit Mike Holcomb and Letcher Central. And Leslie County aims to stay perfect as it opens district play at home against Betsy Lane.
This is Logan Coleman. Sports Overtime starts now.
Welcome into the Week 5 edition of the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. I am Josh McKinney, joined as always up to this point by Jamie McCracken. Jamie, district play beginning tonight for a lot of teams in Eastern Kentucky.
That's right. I got to bring my A game tonight because I'm not going to be on the show tomorrow and the A+ team won't be here. You got to do the show with Lawrence. I got to really bring it tonight, I promise. Breathitt, Knott, Johnson Central, Boyd, Perry Central, Letcher Central, just a few district games on slate tonight in Eastern Kentucky.
And in Floyd County, a huge district game, which also happens to be a region final rematch from last season. Our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week, Shelby Valley visiting Prestonsburg, Class 2A District 8 in the spotlight. Josh Francis Field, the Blackcats looking for revenge after falling to Shelby Valley in last year's region final. We start with the U-Pike top plate contender. Scoreless game late in the first. Bailey Sloan rolling left. Attempts an off-balance throw and behind two defenders. Stephen Little makes the grab, sidesteps a third defender, walks into the end zone for the touchdown, 46 yards, 7-0. Wildcats driving to end the half.
That fan really likes it.
Donovan Lane throwing to the end zone, but Donovan Lane is picked off by Wesley Hager. Peaburg up 7 at the break. We go to the third quarter now. Chandler Rowe with the give right up the gut, and he does what he does best. Breaking through tacklers, 30 yards to the house, 7-6 Peaburg. Very next Wildcat drive. Following a fourth down conversion, Rowe gets it again, and again he delivers the 5-yard score. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Prestonsburg scored first, Valley scores last. Wildcats win at 12-7. Here's head coach Eric Ratliff.
Well, it's a big win. We've not beaten Prestonsburg very often. Last year in the district region, the regional finals was their first win in 14 years. So, we came over here tonight, and we were really, I think both teams, two good football teams, slugging it out on the ground. Weather conditions were tough, but sometimes I think we were a little bit too high for the game, and we made some silly penalties and got behind the sticks and things. And they had a great game plan to stop us, and they knew that we didn't throw it real well anyway. So I think that we kind of came out in the second half, made some adjustments, didn't have as much movement in our offense, and just try to go right straight at them.
Latest AP poll has Joe Cherico's Paintsville Tigers ranked #1 in the state in Class 1A. They are ranked 8th in our Mountain Top 10. That might change, though. Tigers lead 14-7 in the second quarter, taking on Bourbon County. Look at Darren Morris. He was swallowed up, and then he flips it out to Luke Trimble. He'd be like, I got you, bro. That's called a lateral. Touchdown Tigers. Unbelievable there. They go for 2, and they give it to their big man, Jonathan Lemaster, an offensive lineman. Big man get through the hole, and Paintsville goes up 22-7. Bourbon with the ball now. Clay Bolin running for his life. Scotty Sexton, Trevor Preston all over him. Ball's tipped, and that's my man, Luke Trimble again, this time with the pick 6. All kinds of unconventional scoring tonight for the Tigers. 28-7 Paintsville. 40 seconds to go in the half now. Now 28-21. Cash Daniel hands it off to Kent Phelps. Keeps his balance. Big gain. 2 plays later, Phelps smacking a defender right into the end zone. Hashtag We Not Me 6-0. Paintsville smacks Bourbon County 56-27.
John Paul Chapman and his Knott Central Patriots hosting Breathitt County, looking to start 4-1. Plays like this certainly help. Luke Jacobs on the dive, bounces it to the outside, picks up 23 yards down inside the Bobcat 15-yard line. Capping off the drive is not Jacobs, but Ty Holland from 1 yard out. Patriots strike first, 6-0. Following a turnover on downs, Cameron Jones throwing deep. Cameron Jones connecting with Nicholas Johnson. Johnson sheds a few defenders, eventually is brought down at the Breathitt County 2-yard line for a 50-yard gain. So from 1 yard out, who does not go to? Mr. Holland again, second score of the game, 12-0 Patriots. Ensuing Bobcat drive, Cameron Stacy looking deep, but look at the interception by Mason Spencer.
Oh, he'd be like, go get it.
However, North Central would have to punt. UPike top play contender. So the Bobcats take over, and who else do they go to but our boy James Fletcher Collins. 32 yards untouched for the score. Breathitt once trailed 12-0, but then reeled off 48 straight points to win it on the road. Final score, 48-12. Well, coming up, district play begins for Johnson Central and Clay County, and we go out to Paintsville and Manchester for those two games.
More than 580 wins on the field over in Whitesburg. Letcher Central plays host to Perry Central.
Time now for our Fans in the Stands t-shirt toss-out, sponsored by Eastern Kentucky University. We travel west to Manchester for the Clay County fan section, cheering on their Tigers in their district game against Wayne County. Highlights of this game coming up in just a little bit. Clay County fans, our Fans in the Stands, sponsored by Eastern Kentucky University.
A couple of coaching legends on the field tonight in Whitesburg. On one side, 294 career wins, 8th all-time for head coach Tom Larkey. On the other side, Mike Holcomb, 10th all-time with 288 career wins, 582 wins combined between the two of them. Let's go. That's good math, right? Was that good math?
That's good.
Okay. We talked about it all day in the sports office. It was homecoming night in Whitesburg. Letcher Central, Perry Central, first quarter, number 3 for the Cougars. Quade Adams runs it in to put Letcher on the board, up 6. That was a 10-yard game. With 2 minutes left in the first, Jalen Williams, he makes it look easy. He got a big offensive line, too. 14-0 Letcher Central after the 2-pointer. Letcher will shut out the doors in the first quarter, but Perry will finally answer in Seth Napier, we trust. The QB, number 3, will run it in for Perry and put 6 on the board at halftime, but that's all the scoring Perry would get. Letcher Central wins at home 33-6, the final. Add another win.
Middlesboro looking for its first win. Harlan still undefeated, the Green Dragons. Middlesboro up 28-14 at the half, but Harlan in the red zone. But on 4th down, a couple yards off the edge for Tanner Parks, stopped before the marker. However, Harlan would get it back. Kendall Brock, like a wrecking ball, dives into the end zone. One possession game. But then watch these moves from Logan Capps. Whoop! Whoop!
Okay.
Now he's got some daylight.
We've got Chris Berman and Miley Cyrus in the
Takes it down inside the 20, but the Jackets would lose the ball on downs. Less than a minute to go. Harlan in the red zone again, down 7. 4th down, Parks finds time, airs it out, but it's incomplete. And the Green Dragon comeback falls short. Middlesboro wins it 28-21.
Johnson Central opening up district play with Boyd County tonight. Jim Matney ready to go, and so is it Bryce Workman. And so is it Noah Frisbee. Oh, they wouldn't call it a touchdown, though. He was out at the 1. 55-yard catch and run. That's right. Next play, Bryce Skaggs. Yeah, he's in. 5 carries, 57 yards on the night for Skaggs. 7-0 Golden Eagles. Ensuing possession for Boyd. The quarterback goes back to throw, throws a bunny, and Nathan King starts the tip drill, and the ball ends up with Devin Patrick.
Love seeing the linemen make the plays.
Take another look at this one. You'll really enjoy it now. Slow-mo. That's an interception. Nutty. Devin Patrick. JC couldn't get a touchdown, though, so they send Mr. Easy out, I guess you call him. Tyler Pack, 43-yarder. That's a chip shot. Yeah, next possession for JC, same score, Skaggs. Get off me. 38-yard touchdown run. Johnson Central goes for 40 carries as a team and 388 total yards on the ground, 493 total yards of offense. Meanwhile, they hold Boyd to just 195 yards on 50 plays.
Clay County coming off its first win of the year last week, hosting the Wayne County Cardinals in a big District 6 matchup in Class 4A. Cardinals with the ball first, and it didn't take long for them to find the end zone. Michael Lawson breaks through the line in for 6. Wayne County up 7-0. Quick 3-and-out by the Tigers. Wayne back in business this time. Dalton Garner, 25 yards on the rushing touchdown. 14-0. Cardinals lead in Manchester. Clay County trying to get their offense moving. Rain pouring down The throw gets picked off by Jacob Bridgman. No Tiger can wrap him up. He takes the INT to the house for the TD, 21-0. Check out the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Points were not hard to come by for the Cardinals. They rolled to the win, 64-0. More scores on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Belfry over Knoxville Catholic, 38-14. Number 4 Southwestern over Montgomery County, 55-29. A close game at East Ridge. Allen Central falls to the Warriors, 26-24. Pikeville win number 499, 68-14 over South Floyd. Jellicoe, Tennessee beats Lincamp 44-14. Williamsburg gets its first win of the season, 23-14 over Ludlow. And Hazard, 46-2, the final over Jenkins. Well, straight ahead on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime, we preview tomorrow's Brass Lantern game between Cumberlands and Union.
Plus, Josh, Leslie County going for a 5-0 start for the second time in a row.
We're the Prestonsburg Black Cats, and you're watching Sports Overtime.
Do those little things. Do those things that would practice all the time. You had a great week of practice. Little things of just tackling. You know, it's not easy. It's never going to be easy. No matter what happens, it's not easy back then. It's not going to be easy now. Whoever blocks and tackles and does the easy things going to win. Do what you're coached to do and have fun. You got to let loose and have fun. You can't play uptight. You got to play with emotion and you got to have fun. That's what it's all about. We got to play Fred on the back. All right? At Corbin Red Hounds. All right? Play for everybody that's played before you. Get out there and get at it. All you got for 48 minutes. That's all it takes. You ain't got to do anything special. There's not any pressure. You don't have to do anything you haven't done before. Just go and play. Play your game, do what you're coached to do, and have fun. That's it. You all can do the fun stuff. All right? Practice hard all week. Done what you've been told to do. Now let's play it on Friday night.
Remember the first time you put pads on these little. Remember playing Little League football, growing up with each other. Where did you want to be? You couldn't wait to put that red jersey on, right? You could not wait to get that. Open your eyes, look across from you. You're here. You're here. There ain't nothing like being a Red Hound. Ain't nothing like it. Go out there tonight and prove a point and make a point of what Red Hounds do on the football field. That's sacred ground out there, guys. A lot of great things have happened on that field. A great thing's going to happen tonight by you young men right here, right now. Seize the moment, take it. I love y'all.
2 years ago, the Leslie County Eagles finished 3-8. Last season, they started 7-0 before losing 3 of their final 4. And so far this season, another perfect start at 4-0, trying to make it 5, opening district play tonight. Veterans Day at Leslie County. Check out the LC on the field, looking like the American flag. Also, Eagles repping the National Guard unis. Pick it up second half, Sean Baker attempting the longest field goal in school history, a 40-yarder.
Money ball.
Right down the pipe. Eagles cruising with a running clock, 40-0. Fourth quarter now, same score. Subs in for the Eagles. Backup QB Seth Melton gets down inside the red zone for a Leslie County first down. Same drive, holding penalty pushed him back. Justin Collett now showing off his moves. Gets down inside the 10. That sets up a 1st and goal. The Eagles would kick another field goal. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Most of the scoring before the camera girl got there. Leslie County gets the big district win, 43-0. Eagles, only undefeated team in Class 2A.
Border battle, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pineville versus Cumberland Gap, only 15 minutes apart. Speaking of gap, quarterback Tucker Woolham, he finds a gap, and the boy, I always say it, insert spaghetti emoji here because he's eaten. 22-0, still first quarter as Pineville goes up big. Ensuing kickoff, Tyler Thompson fields it inside the 10 for the gap, and nice field position. But the story of the night for the Tennessee boys, fumble after fumble after fumble. Somebody hold up to the football. Yeah, they turned it into points. Woolham on this play rolls left and throws a nice dime. Will Adams. Pineville pitches the shutout tonight. Go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, 41-0. The Mountain Lions 3-2 on the year.
Out in Pulaski County, Somerset, the Briar Jumpers hosting Rockcastle County. The Rockets throw it, Dakota Bishop to Isaiah Mercer, and boom! Josh Cornett laying the wood.
Goodness.
Rockcastle goes back to the ground game now, but there was a fumble, and Somerset pounces on it. Somerset not bothered by the rain at the moment. Castle Hatcher waiting, buying time. Lets it fly. Does number 18, doing his best, kind of younger Peyton Manning impression.
Great protection.
Finds Jordan Doan for the grab. This one was tight, but Somerset wins it at home, 21-20, the final score.
Reigning 5A state champs, Pulaski County hosting Madison Southern. M&Ms, they melt in your mouth, not the rain, bruh. Madison Southern fumbles a snap, and the Maroons' Jackson Mobley, he recovers for the home team. Pulaski County will keep it on the ground now. Shane Ham, hard charging. Oh my, that's why you lift the weights in the offseason. First down, Pulaski County, then Ham goes ham. Tries it one more time. Again for good yardage, but this time the pigskin slips from Ham's hocks and fumble. Southern has it, but as you see, number 1 Pulaski County, no problem though. 49-41 the win over Madison Southern. Staying on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, Mayfield takes care of business over Corbin 28-14. 2 losses in the row now for the Red Hounds. Knox Central shuts out Russell County 41-0. Morgan County over Jackson County 51-12. Meanwhile, Magoffin County falls 38-8 to the Pike Central Hawks. Whitley County gets a win tonight over South Rural 42-28. Powell County 38-16 over Estill County. And finally, Twin Valley, Virginia 53-14. The Phelps Hornets are now 0-5 on the season.
More to come on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime, but as we go to break, here's this week's Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10. Time now for our McDonald's Student Athlete of the Week. Mason Nelson was a senior at Allen Central High School where he had a 3.7 grade point average. He was a member of the Beta Club and Student Council, was named to the honor roll, and was a 4-year member of the Rebel basketball team. Congratulations, Mason, our McDonald's Student Athlete of the Week.
That kid could ball. Long John Silver's catch of the night. Bourbon County, Paintsville. Oh my goodness. Luke Trimble with the pick 6, boy. Watch it again. Bourbon's quarterback, Clay Bolin, in all kinds of trouble. Scotty Sexton and Trevor Preston all over him, running for his life. And then the ball's tipped and then into Luke Trimble's hands. He's like, I got this. He had 2 interceptions on the night, 4 touchdowns for Luke Trimble. And, well, he's our Long John Silver's catch of the night.
Time now for the Saturday slate, sponsored all season long by Union College. Another chapter, speaking of Union, in the battle for the Brass Lantern, written tomorrow night when Union and Cumberland's get together down in Williamsburg.
Yeah, the Bulldogs broke through and won the matchup last season, but the Patriots have been winners in 7 of the last 10. While the head coaches are relatively new to the rivalry, both Zach Willis and Matt Reimer understand the importance to the programs.
It was a little bit, I probably wasn't ready for it. I had no idea until afterwards that it meant what it meant to this school. You know, Union having been where it's been for so many years, winning that football game over that football team was a really big deal. And you know, I don't think I had near as much to do with it as the kids did and the home crowd did that night. Since
'85, I think it's been, you know, we've won the series, I think 20-something games to 10 or something like that. I was looking at it, and so it's a lot of history there. So, and the guys, they take pride in it. I think it means something to them, and we're really close by, so it's important to us.
Number 25, Missouri, also at Kentucky tomorrow. You'll be there. Lauren and I tomorrow night on the Sports Overtime Saturday night. Until then,
I'll miss it.
Thank you for watching. Good night.